Hey guys, TUXX here, and I have a buy request video. I was asked to review this particular mouse by one viewer, and this seemed interesting, so I thought I'd go ahead and check this out. This is the HAVIT, hopefully I'm saying that right, gaming mouse, and it is model number HV-MS672. Hopefully you can see that okay, right there. And this particular mouse is about $10, actually a little bit less on Amazon, and it supposedly incorporates 4 DPI levels, USB connection, LED lighting, high sensitivity, and it's plug and play. So I have to say right from the get-go, the retail packaging, it looks nice. This is not an OEM box. This is a nice looking box. It's got a picture of the mouse on the front. Looks like it's glowing with some translucentness, which is nice. And actually, even besides the cool little paper sleeve here, it's like a nice matte black box. So it kind of reminds me of like an Apple product or something, where they put a little thought in to try and make the box look attractive. And I can see this looking nice on like a gaming store shelf. You know, the gamer can come in saying, I want to buy a mouse. And the salesperson can be like, oh, we have the HV-MS672. So, yeah, I mean, if I was running a gaming store, this would probably be a cool little thing for the shelf, because it looks nice, and hopefully it plays nice. We're going to find out. Here on the back, it talks a little bit about the specs: 800, 1200, 1600, 2400 DPI, switch freely, provide more precise control, you can plug and play, browse the web freely, tail block design, stable movement, and accurate positioned. Interesting. Gold-plated USB interface. And let's see. Everything else looks good. 7-color light show. Interesting. And forward, back, up DPI switch. And interface, of course, is USB. Hopefully you can read that okay. Number of keys, 6. Resolution, 800, 1200, 1600, and 2400. Cable length 1700 VM, and key life is 5 million. Interesting. System supported. Looks like it works on everything. I would assume it works on Windows 10. It does say Windows 10. All right, cool. A lot of these mice don't necessarily say 10, and of course Mac and Linux too. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what we have inside the box. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut this open. I wish there was a way of not cutting it. Maybe let me try here and see. Oh yeah, it slides. It slides. Oh, this is interesting. Looks like there's a little secret message for us here. Enjoy what I have. That's a really good statement to have, and it's interesting it's on a $10 mouse, you know? And I'll tell you the truth, guys. The secret to happiness, and you're getting this from some guy on YouTube, okay, so take it with a grain of salt, but honestly, the secret to happiness is enjoying what you have, you know? You can spend your entire life looking for that next level sports car or that next level PC or whatever, but really the happiest people are the people who really enjoy what they have while they have it. So anyway, guys, that is my 2 cents. The box itself looking very nice, matte black, has the company logo right there on the back, and of course the enjoy what you have message. Alright, so we open it. Oh, cool. Another little message. Thanks for choosing. Very nice. Has a cool little piece of protective foam. Really nice, kind of a shimmery look to it. You can almost see a little bit of reflectiveness in it. Very cool. And there it is, guys. Oh, the mouse, man. You know what? This is looking good. I'm digging the yellow with the black. Almost looks like some kind of Batman thing or something. Let's go ahead and take this out here. Okay, we'll come back to the mouse in 1 second. Looks like there's some other cool little things in here. We'll take a look at what's in the box. First off, we have not happy. Oh no! Happy. Oh my god. Okay, check out the cool little happies and the not so cool unhappy little smiley faces. Very interesting here. And it looks like, let's see, happy basically wants us to, they want to know what you think of it. And they want you to be involved in the community. And there's a little SR code here for you. And if you're not happy, they're sad to hear you're not happy with your purchase. And I guess it gives you a website and a way to reach them. So it's kind of cool they actually care, okay? So it looks like there's a few different venues. They want you to share your happiness to let other gamers know about this. If you like it, and if you're not happy, talk to them. They're there to help you out. So interesting. Hopefully we don't have to talk to them. But it's cool they actually have that in the box. And then there is a little manual here. And the manual, I'll put this in front of the camera. You can pause it if you like. You can see it has products, basically information from the box. Nothing too special, but you can see that. You can pause it. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. On the back just has a logo, and the front is just this little magic eagle. So, very cool. Okay, now looking at the mouse. This mouse is actually a little better than what I kind of expect, to tell you the truth. And I'm someone who tests, I've had mice that are, you know, over $200, and I certainly, as you can tell from this YouTube channel, definitely play with sometimes some cheaper mice. And so it's fun to kind of test the whole spectrum of mice as a whole. Few first thoughts. First off, you know I love the braided cord. That is a sign of a quality mouse. No matter if it's cheap or not, it's nice to have a braided cord. The actual plug itself is gold plated, which really doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's a nice little touch. But the important part is this whole part here feels very firm. It's not going to, like, you know, start breaking on you. I feel like this is very solid, and it's not going to come apart, which is important in case you yank the mouse or the cat pulls it or whatever, you know. So all in all, very nice. I'm loving the cord. Let me get a little light on the cord here so you can check that out really close up. See the nice little braids? That's looking really nice. That is has a nice quality feel to it. So definitely a fan of the cord. And checking out further into the mouse itself, the top part here, this kind of feels like a few of the other mice I've reviewed. Feels very good in your hand. You can tell here, a little thought put into this. This part here, very good for the thumb. There's a groove for it, as you can see right there. See the groove? And on this side over here, there's some little grooves here for your fingers. So as you hold it, your fingers kind of go right into the grooves. So, fits like a glove, okay? Alright, the top part here feels very good, very clicky. And the track wheel feels nice. As far as textures, this is hard plastic here. This here is shiny, but it's not really, it's very smooth. You know, it's meant to roll across your desk. There's probably a protective film on this. Trying to peel it off, but nothing really is coming off here, so I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it alone for right now, but there probably is a film on it. But it does feel very smooth. Now the top part here has a kind of a rubbery feel to it. This whole part, this part here, this part up here, this part here, all of the top feels like it has like a rubber spray on it to make it like nice and kind of very soft and yet kind of not sticky, but it feels like you're not going to lose your grip on it. So very nice, a nice rubbery feel to it. The actual like low lightning things here you can kind of feel the texture of it because it doesn't have that black rubbery coating on it. The wheel itself has a nice little rubber wheel on it, so you can definitely roll with confidence. You're not going to slip. And this part here is just hard plastic, the same as this here. Now, of course, I am someone who likes things that light up. Yes, I have a Cooler Master rig. I got this Stacker 830 that has I don't know, it's like 4 lights on the side, 2 on the front, 1 on the top, 1 on the back, 1 on the bottom. It has, you know, over... God, it's like 10 lights or something. It's a lot of LED fans in that thing. So I'm a guy who likes lights. You know, I do game in the dark sometimes. I find it very useful, and I know that some purists will be like, oh, but you know, it uses up your power supply, and you know that can hurt your frame rate. But honestly, I run at least 1,000-watt power supply in my rigs, so I'm not that worried about like a few LEDs. It's okay. We'll be all right. But let's go ahead and plug this in and see what this looks like in the dark. Be right back. Okay, we're back, and right now the light is on. You can kind of make out the blue there if I pay it really close, but you know, we're going to have to dim the lights here to get the full effect here. So I'm going to turn down the camera lighting here, and we still have some room lighting on, which I'll turn off in a second. But without the actual bright LED lighting, you have a much better feel for what this looks like. It does kind of do the breathing, cycling through color thing. You can see a very nice dark red here, which is nice. As we're going through it, a nice dark green. I like that one a lot. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, the blue is like almost like a royally blue. That's my favorite so far. Looking really good, like the darkness of it, almost like a black light. Has a kind of a yellow orange here, maybe tangerine-ish. And let's see, kind of an aqua blue. This is, I don't know if the camera's doing this justice. This is much more of a teal color, very light blue, and kind of a pinkish purple color. So very cool. And then it goes back to kind of like a white color, which has kind of a pinkish tinge to it. Might look white on camera, and then it goes back to red. So that's your color spectrum. Now, if you're holding this without reading the instructions, typically by holding this you can change the DPI and actually cycle through it. And I do not see that as an option right now. Let me take a look here at the instructions real quick. Okay, now one thing I'll say about the instructions, both the back of the box and this, is it doesn't really tell you how to cycle through the colors. So it does tell you what it has spec-wise, but not really very instructive at all. So anyway, let me take that over. Okay, so in the little packet here, I'm going to turn the light up just for a second. This doesn't really have any kind of instructions. Again, this only talks about specs, has little key features, pointing out DPI buttons and stuff, but it doesn't really give instructions on how to use. Now normally, I'm going to turn the light off again here. Normally, by holding this button here is a DPI button. Usually you can cycle through, but I'm not really seeing. Usually you hold this for a few seconds on a light of mice and it will actually start cycling through, but it's not seeming to do that. So anyway, I'm going to have to look further into the instructions here for you, unless mine is defective, which I don't believe it is, but just the actual book itself is a little bit vague on instructions. But you know what? I'm not holding that against it. This still looks really cool. I'm digging it. Let's take a look and see how it looks completely in the dark. Okay, maybe I exaggerate a little bit. This is not completely in the dark. This is a room with about 4 computer monitors on and a little bit of sunshine shining in. And you can see, even though it's a pretty bright room, you can see it still glows really nice. It's looking very good. On the computer screen, I can see it quickly picks up and it registers it, so it's no problem. And that is using Windows 10 with updates. And let's go ahead and do a few click motions. Yeah, everything, scroll wheels, everything seems to work very nicely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this mic. My first impression is this mouse is really nice. Let me go ahead and check one more thing here in the dark. See how the bottom looks. Okay, yeah, it's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on again. Okay, my first impression of this mouse is I like it. I mean, without actually using it for gaming yet, and I will do an update on this down the road, it feels very nice in your hand. And for the price, you really can't beat it. Again, this mouse is under $10, so it definitely is a good mouse to have to check out for games, you know, perhaps things like StarCraft, you know, MMOs like World of Warcraft, future things. Just basically, I don't see an application that wouldn't be good for Counter-Strike. You know, I think it'd be good for everything League of Legends. I don't see any issues at all. So anyway, guys, if you are interested in this mouse, you can pick it up on Amazon. But I'd say go for it. And then what you can do is you can use that money you saved on the mouse and apply it to something more important, like RAM, a video card, faster CPU, some of the more important parts, in my opinion. Okay? Alright, guys, thanks for watching this. Any questions, put them in the comments below here. If you're not a subscriber, be sure and subscribe, guys. We got lots of great reviews coming up. And also be sure and check out my other channels, which are TUXX Toys, and my upcoming gaming channel, which is called Gamer TUXX. Okay? Alright, guys. Also, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye-bye.